Hello everyone and a blessed day. You're listening to Teacher AJ's English class on Radyo Tangguyog 103.9, your radio for learning. It's once again Tuesday and another learning activities are coming your way. So let's start. I hope you're doing fine today amidst life's challenges and adversities and prepared your learning materials for this week's lesson. Welcome back to our class. This part of the lesson discusses constructing personal, informative speech. Are you ready? Let's get it on. So at the end of this lesson, you are expected to first, use information from informative talks that can be used in everyday life. Second, promote the interest and sense of responsibility in validating the quality of information needed in academic and personal use by composing a descriptive speech. And lastly, develop the abilities to organize information and construct it into text. These different types of speeches will help you recognize the information needed to be used in your everyday lives. It will be particularly helpful in recognizing the relevance of the data by arranging them in its proper sequence. Now, let us read the following speech below. You need to take down important notes as you go along and answer the questions that follow. It is an excerpt from Marie Curie's speech on the discovery of radium. I could tell you many things about radium and radioactivity, and it would take a long time. But, as we cannot do that, I shall only give you a short account of my early work about radium. Radium is no more a baby. It is more than 20 years old. But the conditions of the discovery were somewhat peculiar, and so it is always of interest to remember them and to explain them. We must go back to the year 1897. Professor Curie and I worked at that time in the laboratory of the School of Physics and Chemistry, where Professor Curie held his lectures. I was engaged in some work on uranium rays, which had been discovered 2 years before by Professor Becquerel. I spent some time in studying the way of making good measurements of the uranium rays, and then I wanted to know if there were other elements giving out rays of the same kind. So, I took up a work about all known elements and their compounds and found that uranium compounds are active and all thorium compounds. But other elements were not found active, nor were their compounds. As for the uranium and thorium compounds, I found that they were active in proportion to the uranium or thorium content. Let us try to look at these comprehension questions based on the excerpt. So, based on Marie Curie's speech, you need to answer the following questions below on the worksheet provided for you, or you're gonna answer it on your assessment notebooks. First question, what did Marie Curie had discovered? Second, what did she find out about uranium compound? Third, how old was radium when she discovered it? Fourth, when did she engage herself in working on uranium rays? And fifth, who discovered the uranium rays? So, let's proceed to what is really an informative speech based on what we have read a while ago. Take note, class, that it is one that intends to educate the audience on a topic. This type of speech uses descriptions, demonstrations, vivid details, and definitions to explain a subject, person, or place the audience want to understand. makes a complex topic easy to understand, or offers a different point of view. It should rely less on pathos, which is an appeal to the emotions of the audience and an important component of persuasive speeches. Instead, take note, informative speech might rely on visuals. These are the types of informative speech you need to take down notes. First is descriptive. So what is descriptive informative speech? It helps the speaker create an accurate mental picture in the mind of an audience regarding a specific person, place, or thing. The second one is demonstrative, which describes how to perform an action. The third one is explanatory, which explains the state of a topic. And the fourth one is definition, which explains a concept of theory regarding a topic. Take note also that informative speech has different types depending on the speaker and what fits the audience. This time, you will answer another activity that will enhance your knowledge on using the information on different types of informative talks. You are going to choose your best picture. Come up with words or phrases that best describe your chosen picture. Make sure to be specific and detailed with your description. Write your answers on your worksheet provided or your assessment notebooks. Now, I want you to complete the paragraph below by giving appropriate answers to what you have learned from the lesson. So in this lesson, I have learned that informative talks or speeches have different types. It may be very good, or this will help me in, you need to complete the statement. This time, I believe that you are ready to use the data or information that can come up with an informative speech. You're going to use the information that you have cited in the previous activity. Now, I want you to compose a 3-paragraph descriptive speech. I believe you have understood our lessons. I want to thank you for listening. That's all for our class today. I hope you have learned something. This is once again your friendly teacher on your radio dial, Teacher AJ. See you on the next class. God bless!